welcome to another edition of Issues by Elsie. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, please do not forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can get our videos once they are uploaded. I want to take this time and say a big thank you for all of you who have supported me up till this very moment. God richly bless you all. Today I'm going to continue to throw more light and add my own voice and opinion with regards to the visit of Harry and Meghan to Nigeria. And this time I'm going to be looking at Meghan's dressing throughout the 3 days they were in Nigeria for a number of reasons. I've often said here that here we talk about issues, and when we bring up something, whether it's trending, we want to relate with it because these are public figures. We might as well use them and reference. And I always want to tell you people, bring it back home. When you see something, I want us to bring it back home and relate it with our lives. And so as I watched the videos, I watched her costumes, or let me say her wardrobe, and I felt I should make a comment with it because it, believe it or not, in as much as there were people or there are persons online with different views, some with outrightly nasty comments as we've known before and talked about, some you could just tell, pick up the hate. Like I remember I saw a video of a guy just spilling out really hate. There was really nothing you could get from the video other than that it's just a person who was very bitter. But I want to talk about Meghan's wardrobe and how it did relate with all the events where she attended. Let me begin by saying that when you look at Meghan Markle, her body structure, how she looks like the average woman and girl if you cut across Nigeria. What do I mean by that? Let's talk about Nigeria because that's where they visited. When you look at Meghan Markle, she can pass for the Igbo woman, she can pass for the Yoruba woman, she can pass for the Fulani woman up in the north. So yeah, she looks, when you look at her, she cuts across the board. That's for me, that's what I saw. And so one other thing too that I noticed was the fact that I believe that her team, in collaboration with those in Nigeria, whether it is the designers and or whatnot, they worked together with her and they wanted her to succeed, which we saw because, believe it or not, in my honest opinion, her dressing was top notch. She brought it to the table with some factors, in the sense that I want to say she brought in the wow factor. And what do I mean by that? The wow factor came in the sense that, first of all, she kept it simple. And we all know that simplicity or less is more. That's what I could get just watching the different wardrobes or clothes she had on. She kept it simple. And we all know less is more. She had no such maquillage of a mascara on or something. She just kept it simple, and that simplicity brought out the elegance and the classiness in it. Also, from what she wore, I remember I saw a video, I think it was one of the very peach dress or something like peach or brown, where she wore, and somebody was making a backlash about that dress. And I was like, you just, but it was a good fit because I think during that time and within the day, she had an event where she had to sit down with some school children. And the dress worked well because it just covered her feet as she rocked and sat down to play or interact with the students. So it was a good fit. It served the purpose. And so to hear people say that, oh, the dress fitted on top, but it wasn't fitting down, it was a mismatch, it was nothing but hate. It served the purpose for the day when you look at her activities. So she kept it simple. Another thing too I could draw was the fact that she understood her body structure. Meghan brought to she understands her body structure, and she made that work for her with all that she had on. She was not going overboard. She just went for what really fitted her body structure and everything. And that's a lot for us to learn from too, because most often than not, we want to go wear things that don't really match with our body structures and just, you know, and whatever, maybe because we find other people wearing it and stuff like that. She understood the assignment. She brought to the table her body structure, her body shape. She kept it simple and classy and elegant. Above all, she brought the color. She played with the colors. Meghan brought colors to the table. She nailed out the colors. Not even only like a black woman, but she brought the colors to the table, and it blended in every occasion where she was. Whether it was the red dress, it was popping. Whether it was the yellow dress, it made a lot of sense. And then above all, I don't know who brought this the ashoke and just complimented it by putting it on her shoulder. It worked great. The white suit husband on the other side, I don't know whether that his own suit was green. I guess in their minds they were representing the Nigerian flags. And then in one of the dresses too, she had the ashoke skirt and the white. She nailed it throughout. It was simple, it was classy. I know that another thing was the fact that she understood that maybe the weather, yes, the weather will be hot and all that, and so she kept it simple, she kept it classy, so that she will not have to pull off clothes and all that, but just bringing to the table and understanding her body structure, you know, and brought in the colors, made it simple. It just made it work for her. And I want to believe that the team she worked with in Nigeria helped her to collaborate that, and so that she could succeed. And whether you say anything, it doesn't really matter, because she nailed it throughout with her wardrobe. The simplicity. She brought in the color factor. She was aware of her body structure and shape and everything, and she kept it simple and nailed every dress that she was wearing. And how? So what do we learn from that? And even, you know, I admired the women who were around her too. They kept it. The ladies with the state women, let me put it like that, with their ankaras, the head tie. Everybody looked so decent and good. In a world where we are struggling with, and it's looking at everybody, we're not really seeing any altered bodies, one butt bigger than the other. No. They brought it to the table, that simplicity, that decency. We saw it. It was worth appreciating. And I'm appreciating it. And I believe you too are appreciating it. What do I want us to draw from that? Or from this? You see, don't just accept who you are as a girl, as a woman. You know, you don't need to look at somebody like Meghan, right? She's slim, She's not going to maybe alter, put boobs to be big, or because she's put just accept your body structure the way God gave it to you, and look for what works to complement the structure in terms of what you wear, because there is always something out there in terms of dressing that will complement the structure God gave you when He created you. You don't need to go adding your butt, adding your boobs, adding whatever. No. And looking awkward that we see in our today's world and this generation, whether they call it Gen Z. It's not necessary. Keep it simple, right? Let's keep it simple. Yeah, sometimes you can really get overboard, but I just loved the way everything was, looking at them from the state or the governor's house to every event, the women, everybody was dressed and looking so good. I also learned from there, because even me, I have a problem being decent. I must admit, I'm never really decent. I'm always exposed, yeah. but I'm learning, right? I'm learning. I'm trying to get there, because one of the reasons I'm always exposed is that I grew up like that. I've always worn the short. You always find some skin. And even when I got married, I thank God I had a partner who, he understood that I've been like that, and he's not been on my neck to like, he would point it out, but at the end of the day, it's my choice. And so I've been in work in progress. I'm in progress. And I have a lot of friends. In fact, all my friends, they dress so decent. I'm the one who is always on the other side of the aisle. But I'm learning, because it's classy, it's just good. So let's also learn from that. Accept your body structure. Accept your body, and just find what works for it. There's a wardrobe for everybody. There's a dress out there to complement every shape, body structure, and body size. You just need to find it. You don't need to go altering the body. No. You need to find the wardrobe that works for the body. Just like Meghan, they helped Meghan. She found what works for her, and she was nailing every dress and and we were all watching. The color factor, red. Yes. Let's do that. And stop this maquillage and alterations all over the place. Just find what works. If you're a slim woman, you're a thin woman, you don't have boobs, there's a dress for you. You have boobs, but there's a dress for you. If you find it, you will look good. If it works with your body, if you understand it, you will nail it every time. Don't go altering bodies, looking funny, and then wanting to wear a particular dress, and then one butt is going down, the other butt is up, or no. Stay with the body structure that God gave you, and look for what works to complement it in terms of the kind of clothes you put on. That's the lesson I want us to gather from Meghan's wardrobe as she went to Nigeria, and those that surrounded her. Everybody looked great. Just imagine Meghan going to add her butt and add boobs. Picture it. It would really look funny and horrible. So is it with those who go altering, putting boobs, butts, and silicones, doing this. No. Does that mean that Maybe if you are out of shape in terms of you gaining weight, you shouldn't walk on it. No, that's different. We are talking about these additions, unnecessary additions that we alter our bodies with, just whether to prove a point or think that we look good. We don't. Especially when people are complaining nowadays that it smells. I'm talking about the BBLs and whatnot. No, stick to what God gave you. Just look for the wardrobe, the dress, a pattern that works, and you will nail it every time. When you step out, you will know, people will know you step out, if that's what you are looking for. And always bring the color factor into play. It works for the average black woman, a woman of color, and even everybody. Find the colors that work. But understand the body that is going to be wearing the clothes. It starts from there. Understand your body structure and shape. Don't go carrying things that is meant for a different body shape and trying to force it on your own, or trying to alter your body shape to conform to a particular dress or wear because you want to look in a particular way. No, you will just look awkward. Stay the way that God made you and just look for the clothes that go with that structure and everything, and you will nail it every time and stand out when you step out, whether it's for what occasion, and just look. Above all, let's try to look decent. I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm trying to cover up. Usually I will not, well, I'm always exposed, but yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, so it's a lesson for all of us. So yeah, bravo to Team Meghan. She nailed the wardrobe for the Nigerian trip, and I understand even some of the clothes are already sold out. People want it and everything. Yeah, that's the Meghan factor. It keeps going. So those who want to buy, yeah, go. You buy. If you don't want to buy, no problem. But just stop the hate, and we keep going from there. But let's learn. Let's learn and keep it simple, keep it classy, and keep it original. Just accept your body structure, your body shape, and flow from there. And God will help you to always stand out and look elegant and look good all the time. I believe I spoke to someone today. Post your comments on what you think about Meghan's wardrobe for her trip to Nigeria. And I want to hear your own contributions. And thanks for watching.
I invite you to keep regular dates with me on my new series of Issues by Elsie on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
And thanks for joining me on this journey.